Hello, my dear students of grade 6. How are you? I hope you are fine. Welcome back to school again. This year we have Family and Friends 6. We are going to start with Unit 1, the title of the unit, Art Project. Lessons 1, 2, 5, and 6. Let's start. We are going to start lesson 1. Before we start, I want to ask you a question. What do you think the story is going to be about? And also, where are the children? Okay, so you are going to listen to a mural. So we want to know what is the theme of the mural. Okay, let's listen and read.
Listening 4. Listen and read.
And also, I want you, after listening to the story, to answer these questions. 1, why are they going to paint murals? 2, what is the theme for the mural? 3, do the children decide on what they are going to paint? Okay, let's start.
What is the theme for the mural? Hi everybody. Today we're going to talk about our next project.
What are we going to do?
The club walls look terrible. So I'd like you all to paint them.
What will we paint?
Well, I want each group to paint a mural on one of the walls. The theme is around the world, but you can decide what to do.
Let's paint animals from different countries.
Oh no, animals are impossible to draw.
What about portraits of famous people from around the world?
That's really difficult too.
How about flags or maps? They're easy. I think we want something more exciting.
Time to go home. We'll talk about your ideas at the next club meeting.
But we don't know what to do.
Let's meet at the library tomorrow and decide.
Okay, and now after listening, let's move to lesson 2, page 9, student book page 9. Here, the vocabulary of this lesson. Here, look at these pictures and try to identify them. So now we are going to listen, okay, then repeat the new words. Let's start.
Listening 5. Listen and repeat.
Art gallery. Painting. Mural. Background. Foreground. Portrait. Landscape. Sculpture.
Okay, now listen again and repeat.
Listening 5. Listen and repeat.
Art gallery. Painting. Mural. Background. Foreground. Portrait. Landscape. Sculpture.
Okay, now let's answer these questions. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, the walls look terrible. We should space them. So when we have terrible walls, so what should we do? We should build, paint, or draw them. Yes, very good. That's we should paint them. That's right. Number 2, a gallery, a mural, a landscape is a picture of the countryside. So what is the picture of the countryside? You can think. Yes, I can hear you. That's right. The landscape is the picture of the countryside. Number 3, a mural, a portrait, a painting is a very big picture painted on a wall. Yes, very good. A mural. A mural is a very big picture painted on the wall. You can see these on the picture here. Okay, so here the landscape. Can you see it? Yes, that's right. And also this is the landscape, and also this is painting, art gallery, all this, and also the mural. Picture painted on the wall. Can see it. Number 4, a background, sculpture, a gallery. So it's an animal, a shape, or a person made from stone or wood. So what is this? Very good. Sculpture. The sculpture is a shape or a person made from stone or wood. Okay, is it clear? I hope so. Let's move on to the next slide. Here, working with words. In this part, we are going to study the prefixes. What are the prefixes, mister? So the prefixes with un, an, or im. The prefixes, they are parts or syllables that we put them to some adjectives to make the meaning negative. Okay, so we have 2 prefixes, un and im. When I add them to some adjectives, they give me the meaning of the negative. For example, look at that part here, popular. Okay, popular is an adjective. Okay, so popular means famous, all people like him. So when we add the prefix un, it will be unpopular, unpopular. So it gives the negative meaning, popular, unpopular. Friendly, it's an adjective already. When we add un, it will be unfriendly, unfriendly. Number 3, tidy. I want to add tidy. I want to add un to tidy, it will be untidy. Okay, so tidy, everything is okay. Untidy, okay, so that means that there is a mess. Okay, tidy, untidy. Patient, so the opposite of patient, I have to put im, not un. Here in this case, in this adjective, I will put im. So impatient, the answer impatient. Possible, possible, the opposite, not un, impossible, no, it will be impossible, impossible. Polite, polite, the opposite of polite, I want to put the prefix, I have to put un, unpolite, no mister, it will be impolite, impolite. Okay, so let's move on to the next exercise. Choose the correct answer. Number 1, he doesn't like taking, he doesn't like talking with anyone. He doesn't like talking with anyone. So he is impatient, impossible, so unfriendly. Yes, that's right. Very good. Unfriendly. Mature, friendly. Polite. People always say please and thank you. So we call these people, what can we call these people who say please or thank you? Very good. We call them polite. The polite people say please and thank you. Number 3, my room looks unlucky, famous, untidy. I want to arrange everything. So when the room looks what? I want to arrange everything. I said it before, that means what means mess or messy? Yes, untidy. Very good. Excellent. Untidy. The question is unfriendly, impossible, impatient. I don't know the answer. The question is what? Very good. The question is impossible. I don't know the answer. Okay, was it clear? I hope so, my dear students. Okay, let's move to the next slide.
Listening 9. Listen and read.
Okay, before we listen to the reading lesson, here lesson 5, page 12, you can open your books. Before we start, let's listen to these questions. How do the boys get to the island? What ideas do they have there? This is they. What ideas do they have there? Why can't the boys go home? Okay, now, yes, you can open your books and look at the passage. It's page 12 with the title Island Adventure. Let's start.
Island Adventure. Max was staying with his cousin Jeff by the sea. Every day, the boys went to the beach and played football or went fishing. But one day, they stood on the sand and stared across the sea at a small island in the distance. No one lived on the island, and the boys had never been there. "I'd like to explore that island," said Max. "Let's borrow my brother's boat and go there," said Jeff. "We'll be back before he finds out." The boys rowed to the island and left the boat on the sand. They climbed trees, swam in the river, and found some caves. At last, they decided to go home. But when they went back to the boat, it wasn't there. The boys were frightened. "What are we going to do?" asked Max. "Nobody knows we're here." "Let's make a fire," said Jeff. "Someone will see the smoke." "But we haven't got any matches," said Max. "We can hit 2 rocks together to make a fire. Come on, it's easy." But it was dark before the boys had a fire. Suddenly, there was a splash of water. The boys stared across the sea. A dark shape was coming towards them. "Run!" shouted Max. "Hey!" said a voice. "Don't you want to go home?" Jeff's brother was standing on the beach next to the missing boat. "How did you find us?" asked Jeff in amazement. "I saw the boat floating near the shore, so I swam out to get it. Then I saw your smoke, and I realized what happened." "That was lucky," said Jeff. "Yes, but next time," said Jeff's brother as they rowed back, "tell me before you take my boat out, and always tie it to a tree."
Okay, now after listening to the story or the text, let's answer these questions. Question number 3, page 12, the student book, page 12, exercise number 3. Read again and write the answers. You can, if you want to read again before you answer, no problem. Read again and write the answers. Number 1, is Max on holiday? Sure, yes, he is. It's answered. Number 2, do the boys swim to the island? Do the boys swim to the island? Yes, very good. No, they don't. They row a boat to the island. No, they don't. They row a boat to the island. Number 3, are there any caves on the island? Are there any caves on the island? Very good. Yes, there are. Do the boys lose? Number 4, do the boys lose their boat? Think. Very good. Yes, they do. Number 5, do they have any matches? Do they have any matches? Very good. No, they don't. They hit two rocks together to make a fire. They hit two rocks together to make a fire. You can write no, they don't, no problem. If you want to write the short answer, no, they don't, there is no problem. It's okay. Does Jeff's father find the boys? Does Jeff's father find the boys? Yes, very good. No, he doesn't. Jeff's brother finds them. He was Jeff's brother, not Jeff's father. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Lesson 6, the last one. Here we have exercise 1, page 13. Okay, page 13. Find the words. You have some words above. Let's read them. Stir, row, smoke, borrow, hit, splash, float, tie. We want to fill in the gaps or put the words in the correct places. Let's read and find the words. Number 1, it's given already. The man used his boat to row across the river. Number 2, my brother sometimes lets me what his bike. My brother sometimes lets me what? Very good. Lets me borrow his bike. Lets me borrow his bike. That's good. Number 3, there was a big what? When the boy jumped into the pool. When I jumped into the pool, or when someone or something hits the water, what happened? Yes, there was a big splash. Splash. Number 4, I love to sit and what? At flowers and trees. I love to sit and what? Yes, very good. Stir. Stir at flowers and trees. Number 5, the space from the fire filled the room. What was from the fire? What filled the room? Yes, when we have a fire, what happened? Yes, very good. The fire or the smoke. Yes, the smoke from the fire. Sorry, the smoke from the fire filled the room. Number 6, I learned to what? My shoes laces when I was 4. I learned to the shoelaces. Yes, excellent. I learned to tie the shoelaces or my shoelaces when I was 4. Number 7, ducks can what on the water? Ducks can, yes, very good, can float. Ducks can float on the water. Number 8, you should never space your brother or your sister. You should never what to them? That's right, you should hit your brother or your sister. Okay, let's move on to the last exercise, guess. Yes, we have 3 sentences. We want to answer or to fill in the gaps with the correct words. Number 1, he wanted to what? Some money as he didn't have any. He wanted to what? When I don't have any money, so what should I do? Or what will I do? He wanted to, very good, borrow some money as he didn't have any. Number 2, the man used his boat to what? Across the river. To, yes, row, to row. Move, row here has 2 meanings. The verb means to move on in the river, to move on, yes, to across the river, to row across the river. Number 3, he likes plants, so he always what? At trees and flowers. So it's the same question, that he likes plants, so he always stares at trees and flowers. Okay, was it clear? I hope so. And now that's the end of our lesson today. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Goodbye, my dear students.